Hey everyone, Mark here from Blumoo, and today I'm super excited because we're diving into the world of touchy-feely tech. Yeah, that's right, we're talking about the best touchscreen monitors on the market. Now, if you've ever found yourself jabbing at your non-touchscreen monitor out of habit, haha, I sure have, then you're gonna love the cool stuff we have lined up. We've got all sorts of touchscreens to talk about, from those that'll make your desk feel like mission control, to portable ones that you can just, toss in your bag and go. And remember, if anything I mention catches your eye, you can find all the links to the products right down there in the description. So make sure to check that out. Cool? Cool. All right, let's get things started and tap into the world of touchscreen monitors. All right, so today we're taking a look at the Dell P2418HT, and it's a touchscreen monitor that's actually got a lot of buzz around it because of its versatility. First off, the thing you'll notice is the stand. It's super adjustable. You can tilt it, swivel it, and even lay it down almost flat, which is, perfect for using it as a touchscreen. The 10-point touch capability is really responsive. It's kind of like using a giant tablet, which is pretty cool, especially if you're into creative work or need to navigate quickly. The full HD resolution is nice and crisp, which makes watching videos or working on graphics a pleasant experience. Now, in terms of connectivity, Dell's covered the basics here. You've got HDMI, VGA, and DisplayPort, which is pretty standard, but definitely enough for most setups. Plus, there are USB 3.0 ports that are super handy for plugging in peripherals directly into the monitor. Saves you from having to reach around to your PC, One slight downside, though, could be the color calibration out of the box. It's just okay. And for those who are really into color accuracy for professional editing, you'll probably need to calibrate it. But honestly, once you've dialed in the settings, it's a solid performer for both productivity and casual media consumption. So yeah, the Dell P2418HT is a pretty versatile touchscreen monitor that should definitely be on your radar if you're in the market for one. So, the ViewSonic TD2760 is a touchscreen monitor that's actually getting some attention recently, and for good reason. The first thing you'll notice about this monitor is its sleek design. It's got a pretty sturdy stand, which is kind of nice, giving you a solid base so you're not dealing with any wobble when you're, tapping and swiping on the screen. And the 10-point projected capacitive touchscreen is super responsive, which means it's detecting your touches very accurately, making it feel really smooth whether you're navigating through web pages or getting some work done. Now, one of the things that might catch your eye, or not, is the full HD resolution. It's 1920 by 1080, which is not the highest out there since we're seeing 4K monitors becoming more common, right? But honestly, for a 27-inch screen, it still looks pretty darn good. The colors are vibrant, and it's got this super clear MVA technology that gives you wide viewing angles. So even if you're looking at it from the side, it doesn't look washed out or anything. However, keep in mind, if you're a professional who needs color accuracy for, say, photo editing or design work, it might not be the perfect fit. It's good, don't get me wrong, but there are monitors out there with better color precision. For everyday use, though, this monitor has a lot to offer. It's also got built-in speakers, which are decent for casual use, a bit on the tinny side, but hey, it's a nice addition. There's a variety of connectivity options too: HDMI, DisplayPort, VGA, and even USB ports, which is super useful. Overall, the TD2760 offers a lot for someone looking for an interactive experience with their PC. Alright, so the Asus VT229H, right? First things first, the touch capability on this thing is pretty impressive. It's got a 10-point multi-touch screen, which means you can use all 10 fingers at once, and it's actually really responsive. I've been poking around at various touch-optimized apps, and, the experience feels almost as natural as using a tablet. Plus, the screen itself is full HD with an IPS panel, so you're getting those nice, crisp visuals with pretty solid viewing angles too. Now, when it comes to setting it up, it's fairly straightforward. The monitor has an HDMI port, a D-sub, and a USB port for the touch function. You just have to make sure you connect it to your PC with the USB cable, as well as the HDMI or D sub for it to, recognize the touch inputs. One thing I noticed is that the stand is a bit limited in terms of adjustability. It tilts, but there's no height adjustment or swivel, which might be a drawback for some people. Lastly, I gotta talk about the design, because it's pretty sleek with minimal bezels, which is great for a modern setup, and even if you're thinking of a multi-monitor configuration. And touchscreens, they tend to get fingerprints all over, but this one has an anti-fingerprint coating that does help a bit. Overall, the Asus VT229H is a solid choice if you're in the market for a touchscreen monitor that's not gonna break the bank and offers, good functionality and decent aesthetics. So today we're diving into the planar Helium PCT2T235, and this thing is pretty impressive if you're in the market for a reliable touchscreen monitor. First off, the monitor comes with a 22-inch display with, full HD resolution, which is like 1920 by 1080 pixels. So you get super crisp and vivid images, which is super nice. Plus, the touch technology is really responsive. I mean, it's got this projected capacitive technology, which is the same kind you'll find on smartphones. So it registers up to 10 simultaneous touch points. Super handy if you're into multitasking or if you're using touch-centric applications. Now, ergonomically speaking, this monitor is pretty flexible. It's got this stand that tilts from 15 to 70 degrees, which is kind of huge because you can easily adjust it to your comfort level, whether you're, typing, drawing, or just navigating through stuff. And if you're like me, and desk space is always at a premium, the Helium PCT2235 also has these VESA mounting holes, so you can just mount it on a wall or a monitor arm, which is perfect for freeing up space. All right, let's talk connectivity, because this could be a deal breaker depending on your setup, right? The PCT2235 has HDMI, VGA, and DisplayPort inputs, so it's quite versatile and should connect easily with most systems. But one thing to note is that it doesn't come with USB-C, which might be a bummer if that's what you need. But overall, the performance, touch capabilities, and the display quality make the planar Helium PCT2235 a solid choice for a touchscreen monitor. It's just really well-rounded and should suit most users looking for that extra touch functionality. So jumping right into it, the Acer T272HL is a pretty solid choice when it comes to touchscreen monitors. With its 27-inch screen, you're getting a full HD resolution, which, for most tasks is more than enough. The colors are vivid, the contrast is sharp, it's just really pleasant to look at. And something I found pretty neat is the 10-point touch feature. It's super responsive whether you're dragging files around or, getting all in on some touch-based gaming. Now, the design is pretty sleek too. It's got this nice edge-to-edge glass, and the stand is like an asymmetrical shape that not only looks cool, but also provides a sturdy base. But here's the thing. The stand only allows for tilt adjustments, so you can't adjust the height or swivel, which could be a bit of a bummer for some folks. Connectivity-wise, the T272HL doesn't disappoint. You've got HDMI, DVI, and VGA ports, plus it includes a USB 3.0 hub, which is, super handy. And let's not overlook the built-in speakers. They're okay, nothing to write home about, but they're there if you need them. So overall, if you're in the market for a touchscreen monitor, the Acer T272HL is definitely worth considering. It's versatile, it looks good, and for the price point, I'd say it's a decent deal. All right, folks, that pretty much wraps up our dive into some of the best touchscreen monitors you can get your hands on right now. Yeah, if you're looking to upgrade your setup with something a bit more, interactive, one of these bad boys might just be the perfect fit for you. And as always, if you're interested in, checking out any of the monitors we talked about today, just take a little peek down in the description. We've got all the links there for you, so you can snag the one that caught your eye. Who knows, you might just find your new favorite gadget down there. While you're hovering around the description area, why not hit that subscribe button? It really helps us out. And hey, you'll get notified whenever we post more tech reviews, which is pretty cool. Oh, and if you've got a question, or if you're stuck on deciding which monitor to go for, just drop a comment down below. We're always around to chat and help you out. It's kinda our thing. Lastly, don't forget to check out our other videos. We've got a whole bunch of reviews and tech discussions that you might find super useful. So, go on, give them a watch. You might just stumble upon something else you'll love. Thanks for hanging with me today, guys. Stay techie, and I'll catch you in the next video. Peace.